Tonight, the latest fire to start in the Superior National Forest is moving fast, and it's forcing some to evacuate. Plus, we're digging into breakthrough COVID cases, what that means, and how you can protect yourself. And as Minnesotans prepare for the state's great get-together, organizers are experiencing a big problem, a worker shortage.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Bakke. Thanks for joining us. A large wildfire broke out in northern Minnesota yesterday afternoon, and now it has spread an estimated 1,500 acres, and some residents in the area are being evacuated. The Greenwood fire is located about 15 miles southwest of Isabella, right above Greenwood Lake. First detected around 3 p.m. Sunday, the fire is expected to continue spreading north. CBS3's Kendall Jarbo is live from Highway 1 near the Command Staging Center near Isabella. Kendall, what are the conditions like out there tonight?
Well, Kristen, that's right. I am on Highway 1, just about 20 miles from Ely. Crews have blocked off this road, starting from right here all the way down to Isabella. You can see there's some people trying to get out and leave right now. Earlier today, I was at that command center, which is just 5 miles down this road. Now, that is no longer the case because just in the past hour or two, crews told us that it is no longer safe to be there. The strong winds we have today made the smoke spread, making it difficult to breathe at times and causing the fire to grow. That's why this morning crews evacuated about 50 homes in the McDougal Lake area, with wind out of the south driving the fire north. This afternoon, crews also closed access to Highway 2 from Highway 1 just north of Greenwood Lake as they try to suppress the fire. Incident Commander Jeb Bakke says fire departments from several surrounding cities are helping battle the flames. With limited resources, he wants everyone to do their part to stay safe.
Just people being very cognizant of what's going on around them. There's a full-on burn ban in the area, so no campfires. We don't want to add to the situation by having other fires that start that would take up the resources that we need to fight this fire.
The Greenwood fire is being fought from the ground and the air. Planes can be seen scooping up water from nearby Sand Lake to drop on the fire. And Kristen, wind is projected out of the south for the next couple of days, so public and crew safety is a top priority. Officials still do not know what caused the fire.
All right, thank you, Kendall. And if you are in that projected path of the fire, the Sheriff's Department will contact you and let you know what you should do. Minnesota National Guard units from Duluth and St. Paul are joining the fight against fires in the northern part of the state. 18 Guard members will respond to War Road, Minnesota to support the DNR. The 148th Fighter Wing from Duluth is sending a fuel truck. The 147th Assault Helicopter Battalion from St. Paul is sending 2 choppers with water buckets and 2 tactical trucks. They'll be focused on aerial firefighting and will be deployed until the fires are under control. Meteorologist Peter Kavakauskas joins us now for a look at the weather. Peter, it sounds like those fires are going to continue burning with the lack of rain we're seeing.
Yeah, lack of rain and lack of really favorable conditions. Low dew points means low humidity, also some pretty gusty winds. And that's also why we have an air quality warning in place for northern portions of Lake and Cook County. Just because of that southerly wind will continue to blow that smoke further and further north. And that also not helping the firefighting effort are those temperatures. We're talking about temperatures across Northland today. We're in the mid and upper 80s as well as lower 90s out west. 82 degrees on top of the hill at Duluth International. 86 down by the lake. 84 in Hibbing as well as 84 in Ely. 90 International Falls as well as 90 in Baudette and 90 degrees in Big Fork. So not helping with the firefighting effort at all. Also not helping are those winds out of the south between 15 and 20 miles per hour, at times gusting up to 25 miles per hour. And as I mentioned a little bit earlier, the dew points are rather dry as well. So definitely a dry atmosphere with dew points in the upper 50s as well as lower 60s. As far as your forecast goes for tonight, we're shaping up for another mild night tonight. Temperatures falling back into the mid and upper 60s. And that's going to give way to another hot day for today tomorrow. I'll break that down coming up in just a bit. Kristen?
All right, thank you, Peter. The Duluth City Council is expected to vote on the proposed contract with a Twin Cities-based tourism marketing firm later tonight. Mayor Larson said last week Belmont Partners, the firm in question, provided the most cohesive tourism plan for the city. Belmont began presenting that plan tonight at 6 o'clock. The council will vote at 7. It's been controversial because the company would replace Visit Duluth, a group the city has partnered with for nearly 85 years. We'll bring you the latest updates tonight at 10. And the council might also vote on a resolution to reimagine I-35 tonight. The resolution would allow city partners to begin research and planning on ways to improve the I-35 interchange near Canal Park. The original idea came from a group called Duluth Waterfront Collective. They want to reconnect the area between downtown and Canal Park, currently divided by I-35. Two busy intersections in the Lincoln Park neighborhood are shut down this week. 22nd Avenue West is closed at both Michigan and Superior Street. The closure at Michigan Street will reopen Friday. The closure at Superior Street won't reopen until mid-September. It's part of the Twin Ports Interchange project. Traffic is detoured to West 1st and West 3rd Streets. Well, speaking of closures, we are now taking a live look at I-35. Today, the left lane of southbound is closed. It impacts traffic south of Boundary Avenue, and crews will be repairing a catch basin. The lane is expected to reopen by the end of the week. While the majority of positive COVID-19 cases in the U.S. are among the unvaccinated, we are taking a closer look at so-called breakthrough cases, people who get COVID after receiving a vaccine. Research shows it is extremely rare for breakthrough cases to lead to hospitalizations or death. Right now, breakthrough cases make up less than 1% of all COVID cases. Of the more than 168 million Americans who have been fully vaccinated, around 8,000 have been hospitalized or died of COVID, and that's about 0.005%. Health experts continue to say vaccines are the best way to beat the virus, but it will not help you beat other underlying illnesses.
While the vaccines may give you some protection, it's not enough to overcome the medical issues or the lack of a very strong immune system, unfortunately.
The CDC says people with certain conditions are more at risk for having severe symptoms of COVID-19, among them obesity, chronic kidney and heart disease, asthma, and cancer. With less than 2 weeks until the Great Minnesota Get-Together, hundreds of workers are needed for the fairgrounds. Pafu Yang talked with vendors about the issues they're facing.
For Manny Gonzalez, food is about the experience.
We put cheese.
And this year, he gets to give that experience to Minnesota State fairgoers.
I'm so excited. I wait for a year to do this.
But Gonzalez admits it's been a tough transition.
Where are the workers? Nobody wants to work anymore. You know, they're like, it's so hard.
Gonzalez has had to ask family members to work for him due to lack of employees. He pays roughly $11 to $12 per hour, but says some applicants aren't happy with it.
People want a lot of money now to work, like just to cut pineapples, you know, just to be a cashier.
Other vendors have increased their pay wage and are willing to pay more to those with experience.
And we upped $1 an hour more for returning people, and we pay more than minimum wage.
A state fair spokesperson says approximately 30 vendors have about 300 positions to yet fill. On top of that, the fair itself is hiring for 400 positions. Despite the deficit, organizers say they're going to make it work.
We're ready.
As of now, the state fair will not require masks and proof of vaccinations. They also won't be limiting daily visitors. But with 2 weeks out, that can still change. The Superior School Board is expected to make a decision on mask requirements for the upcoming school year. That meeting started at 5 and will allow time for public comment. The council will then consider the COVID-19 learning plan for the approaching school year. The decision comes after Duluth Public Schools announced masks will be required for all students, regardless of vaccination status. Authorities have recovered the body of a man missing in a northern Minnesota lake. After a 4-day search, rescue crews found the body of 21-year-old Philip Poulos of Roseville, Minnesota this morning. He went missing on Thursday while he and a friend were canoeing in windy conditions on Sand Lake near Britt. When their canoe took on water, the friend swam to a nearby island and was eventually rescued. Poulos tried to swim for shore but never made it. Neither were wearing a life jacket. A Minnesota man is dead after his car rolled in Cass County on Saturday. The crash happened Saturday night on Highway 200 in Lima Township, about 30 miles southwest of Grand Rapids. 26-year-old Patrick Swing of Hill City died in that crash. Officials said Swing's truck went into the ditch and rolled. He was not wearing a seatbelt. Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, summer for many Northlanders means beach days and barbecues, but for the Duluth Fire Department, it means just a little more.
And we're looking at a warm and sunny Monday night out there with temperatures sunny in the 80s out there. Well, as we head through the next few days and towards the end of this week, there are a few minor rain shots. I'll break those down coming up in just a bit.
You're watching the CBS3 News at 6 with Kristen Vaki, sports with Kelly Hinseth, and weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live Local CBS3.
CBS News Sunday Morning with Jane Pauley on CBS.
Get something for nothing at Home Seasonal Concepts. When you spend $4.99, get 3 years special financing and pay nothing down, nothing for sales tax, and nothing for shipping on select outdoor furnishings. The Something for Nothing sale, now at Home Seasonal Concepts.
What does home mean to you? From graduation to the new job to sharing a life with someone else. As you change, so does your idea of home. Visit yournorthlandhome.com for comprehensive information on buying and selling your home with JS Realty, including mistakes buyers make and preparing your home to sell. Yournorthlandhome.com has the information you need to find a place that feels like home. Download your free guide today at yournorthlandhome.com.
Injured? Call Stockman Law Office. Serious injuries including wrongful death, recreational vehicles, boats, and dog bites. Call anytime, 218-576-8599. No recovery, no fee. Stockman Law Office. Serious injuries, serious law.
At UCare, we get asked, who are our health plans for? Well, we're for people just starting out or retiring, longtime Minnesotans or new arrivals, people who are down to earth, down to business, or up for whatever. We have plans for dog lovers and cat people, individuals and families, butchers, bakers, and you get the idea. Climb aboard. UCare, people-powered health plans.
With locations throughout the Northland and northern Wisconsin, Super One Liquor has you covered for all of your party and gathering needs. We have a commitment to deliver outstanding service, variety, and top quality wines and spirits. And don't forget the best variety of ice-cold beer and beverages, all at the low prices you've come to expect. Super One Liquor. Come for the service, leave with the savings.
Shop Arrowhead Supply now and get some of our most popular stressless designs for less. Save $500 on a stressless wing recliner in our best-selling Paloma grade leather and up to 20% on select sofas now. At Arrowhead Supply.
Strong, enduring, and timeless. Stickley. Premium upholstery, leather, and solid wood furniture crafted for beauty and functionality. For a limited time, enjoy 40% savings on all Stickley during the Stickley End of Summer event, exclusively at Home Furniture.
I'm leaving the studio and hitting the road. Okay, so what do we got, gang? To help real families.
Why are you not on Dad's side? I am on Dad's side.
With real problems.
I don't want to be in his marriage.
I'm making house calls. May I come in?
Oh.
Dr. Phil.
Oh, my God. Sometimes it just feels like it's fake.
Ask the question. Why did you do that?
We need to mend this.
The past is over. The only time is now.
The CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell. Weeknights on CBS.
Gail King, Anthony Mason, and Tony DeCopel. Weekday mornings on CBS.
Another sunny and warm day for us out there with temperatures at top of the hill at Duluth International coming in at 82 degrees. And again, really lacking in that rainfall department once again. So far for the month of August, we are nearly running an 1.3 inch deficit. And it doesn't look like we have much rain within the next 7 days at least to really put a dent in that drought situation at all, or even really help out with the current wildfire situation. Taking a live look from Spirit Mountain though right now, you can still see those hazy skies out there. And that's also why we have an air quality warning in place for some. And that's why we also have a lot of smoke out there. This is MODIS satellite imagery, which is a high-resolution satellite that we use that gives us pictures every day or two. So you can see the fire from the Isabella fire just right there. That's going to begin to work. That's still working its way north because of that southerly wind in place. And then also the smoke from the Boundary Water fires right there. That's a much bigger fire, and those are blowing into Canada right now. And that's why we have an air quality warning in place for northern portions of Lake and Cook County until at least Tuesday afternoon, so tomorrow afternoon. Definitely would not be surprised to see that extended, say, another day or two, just because of the current conditions out there, that southerly wind, and we're really not going to see much help in the fire weather department whatsoever over the next few days. That's because we're really not talking about all that much rain at all over the next few days. As we head towards tomorrow, maybe a few more clouds overhead, but once again, talking about partly to mostly sunny skies out there. Temperatures, again, rather warm, and the same trend sticks around for Wednesday as well. You can see a lot of rain off to our north in Canada, and that will continue as we head towards Thursday as well. If we're lucky, maybe Wednesday night into Thursday morning, we'll see some of that kind of inch its way south, but it doesn't look like it'll put up impressive amounts whatsoever. In terms of those temperatures go, we're talking about temperatures once again, upper 80s as well as lower 90s. Lower 90s out west once again. Take a look at International Falls approaching the 95-degree mark. For us here in the Twin Ports, closer to the lake, talking about temperatures in the mid and upper 80s, maybe upper 70s up the North Shore. And that same trend will stick around for the day on Wednesday as well. Temperatures again, upper 80s as well as lower 90s. And into the day on Thursday once again. And we have the winds out of the south again as well. You'll see as we head through the next few days, in the next 48 hours or so, we still have that southerly wind in place. That's gusting up times at 20 to 25 miles per hour, which will not help in containing that fire. We could see it continue to work its way further north as we head through the next 48 hours just because of that breezy southerly wind in place. As we head towards Wednesday, maybe we'll begin to see it die off a little bit, but we're still talking about gusts up to 20 miles per hour at some times, which is not good news. As far as the temperatures go for the night tonight, we're talking about temperatures in the low to mid 60s for most, and that south wind in place between 5 and 10 miles per hour. Down in Wisconsin, we're talking about 50s further away from the lake, mid and upper 60s closer to the lake, and your highs for tomorrow for Wisconsin as well as the UP, climbing into the upper 80s as well as lower 90s, 90 degrees in Superior. Minnesota talking about 90s the further west you are, closer to the lake talking about 80s as well as upper 70s, especially up the North Shore. And here's how that 7-day forecast shapes up. We're dry for at least the next 3 days. Our really best shot at rain comes for today on Friday and Saturday, but the rain to fall and bounce don't look all that impressive whatsoever. Maybe a few 1/100ths of an inch, maybe a 1/4 of an inch if you're lucky. So it really won't put a dent in that drought situation and won't help with the wildfire situation either.
And you know what, Peter, it's tough to enjoy these, you know, summer, like just hot days when you know the drought situation is so bad. So hopefully that rain will pay off for us. Thank you, Peter. Duluth firefighters are asking for your support as they take part in a national campaign. The firefighters are collecting donations as part of the Fill the Boot fundraiser. They'll be at intersections around town holding fire boots. We caught up with them on Lake Avenue and Canal Park, and if you see them, you're asked to make a donation. The money goes to the Muscular Dystrophy Association, supporting people with the disease and funding research for a cure. If you miss them today, the firefighters will also be out tomorrow and Thursday between 4:30 and 6:30. Well, Kelly's here for a look at what's coming up in sports.
High school football in Minnesota is back, friends. I know, that's what I was thinking too, but coming up, we'll head over to Denfeld High School to check in with the Hunters. That's coming up next in sports.
Pre-order your 2022 Crestliner boat at RJ Sports.
CBS3 Live Cams, brought to you by KohlerChef.com, now featuring the Kohler Express Deal online buying solution. KohlerChef.com, a better way to buy.
Hungry for something hot and juicy?
Maybe.
Breaded by hand?
Sounds steamy.
Nestled between two toasted buns?
Toasty. The new hand-breaded chicken sandwich. Buy one, get one for just $1. Only at Hardee's. Feed your happy.
I guarantee you, if your home just burned to the ground or you had a major accident, your first thing you got to think about, it's not going to be, I just saved $500 on my auto and home insurance today. It's going to be, am I covered? At Vernon Insurance Agency, our first, second, and third goal is that you understand your coverage, there's no gaps in coverage, and your claims are covered when you have them. Call Vernon Insurance Agency today, 218-384-3970.
Enjoy summer, save money, and look good doing it with huge savings on hot fashions from Northwest Outlet. Save up to 40% off Columbia and the North Face summer clothing. That's right, up to 40% off. Save on capris, tees, shorts, rain, wind, and fleece jackets, and UPF sun-rated clothing. Enjoy the weather and get your whole family's summer fashions at Northwest Outlet. We're not done yet. Save up to 40% off on all sandals. You heard me right, up to 40% off. What are you waiting for? Get to Northwest Outlet Superior. We'll make sure you look good.
Do you listen to the TV on high volume or have trouble hearing conversations? Then you would benefit from hearing aids. Don't waste thousands on expensive hearing aids when you can get Nano's revolutionary technology for just $297. Don't be fooled by higher-priced hearing aids. The CIC Recharge is a true hearing aid, not an amplifier. With rechargeable technology many customers say is superior to more expensive models. Call now and get not one, but 2 Nano hearing aids for just $297. Plus, we'll add a portable charging case and ship your order absolutely free. The CIC Recharge has a tiny in-the-ear canal design that is nearly invisible. Why keep missing out on important conversations or waste thousands of dollars? Call and get 2 CIC Recharge hearing aids for only $297 and free shipping.
800-758-1647. Again, that's 800-758-1647.
Access North, over 35 years of service.
There's a lot going on, so you need someone who you can really trust.
Access North has been great in giving us guidance on how we can give him the best quality of life. I think the staff, and not only the back office side, but in the daily life side has been great.
Now offering traditional PCA services, personal care with complete administrative support. Call Access North today.
Hungry for something hot and juicy?
Maybe.
Breaded by hand?
Sounds steamy.
Nestled between 2 toasted buns?
Toasty.
The new hand-breaded chicken sandwich. Buy one, get one for just $1. Only at Hardee's.
Feed your happy.
Gail King, Anthony Mason, and Tony DeCoppel. Weekday mornings on CBS.
At long last, practice is finally underway for fall sports in Minnesota. That includes football, volleyball, cross country, girls soccer, girls swimming, and girls tennis. Over at Duluth Denfeld, the Hunters were out on the turf for their first day of football practice. They're looking to build off that 1-4 season that was interrupted by COVID-19 in 2020. Third-year head coach Eric Lofald says that numbers are slightly down right now, but they're hoping that goes up after the summer school era ends. Junior quarterback Caden Postel will be back under center again this season, helping to lead the Hunters with their new motto of never quit.
Not quitting on your community, not quitting on your teammate. That's our theme this year, is to never quit. And so it's like a little like a PJ Fleck, a can-do attitude, and just we want you to finish every rep. We're coming into this season with a little bit of hope that, hey, we know who we are, we know what our identity is.
Last season, we finally found a groove that started working, so right now we've got to stay with that and try to gain more from what we had.
We'll have a fast offensive line, and just like Hudson was saying, we'll have a good backfield and some people who know what they're doing. So.
1, 2, 3, run! Hunters open their season on Thursday, September 2nd at ESCO. It's also been a long time coming, and it's been the theme for over the past few weeks as fall sports at the collegiate level get ready for competition for the first time since 2019. That's true of UMD soccer. The UMD Bulldogs were checked in at number 11 overall in the NSIC coaches poll. Head coach Greg Kane's 27th season at the helm is shaping up to be a good one, with 12 new players from 2 recruiting classes joining 18 returning players. And with 30 players on the roster and a mix of veterans and new faces at every single position, everyone will be competing for playing time from the start.
It feels so good to be back. I mean, I know we were all working hard this summer, and to be back as a big group, I think it's been amazing because we haven't seen probably 50% of our team wherever we were stationed for COVID. Really nice to be back and excited.
It's a big exhale and a big sigh of relief that, finally we're able to do what we all want to do and we're kind of here to do. And so I can really see the relief and the excitement in the players, too.
The team will take the field in Houghton, Michigan for their first NCAA competition in 2 years when they'll play Michigan Tech on September 2nd. The NSIC slate kicks off on September 17th at home against Minot State. In memory of a hockey icon, Mark Pavlich, former NHLer and member of the 1980 Miracle on Ice team, died earlier this year after a long battle with mental illness. Together, the hockey community is coming together to honor his life and to help others who may be suffering. Today was the first annual golf outing raising money for a new facility, the Ranch Teammates for Life, to assist veterans and hockey players with mental health. Many notable members of the sport were in attendance to pay tribute and rally together to help those that are struggling.
Everybody saw him as a hockey player, but I knew him as a person, and that's the hard thing. And I think we all just found that out with Simone Biles and several other people, that you know, their accomplishments are one thing, but there's a frailty of being human. And sometimes it's very difficult to understand what that human is and the situations that he is in or she's in. And I think this is going to help ease some of that.
And, you know, there's talks that this is going to be an annual event, and why not? And just a great way to rally around such a topic that needs to be a conversation. Just a lot of props to everyone that put on that, you know, all the NHLers that showed up. We're going to hear more from them at 10, but just an amazing event.
Yeah, and like you said, continue the conversation. That's what's important.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Kelly. A military veteran threw caution to the wind to celebrate his 100th birthday by jumping out of a plane. But don't worry, he has done this before. 77 years ago, that is. Tom Rice made the jump from a vintage plane over the beaches of Coronado to symbolize the D-Day invasion jump he made in Normandy, France, decades ago. He was a member of the legendary 101st Airborne Parachute Infantry Regiment. He fought in the Battle of the Bulge in Belgium and helped capture Hitler's Eagle's Nest in Germany. After the war, he became an educator, teaching in schools for more than 40 years. Talk about a 100th birthday celebration. My goodness. Good for him.
So
Peter.
We're meeting back here in 80 or so years and all doing that?
You can't make me do that at 25 years of age, crying out loud. Lord.
I mean, I did it, what, I think 5 or so years ago. It's the best experience ever.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to talk more about that. You got to show us pictures sometime, Peter.
Yeah, but, you know, great weather to maybe jump out of planes over the next few days, because as you get higher in the atmosphere, we get a little bit cooler as well, because we need some cooler weather with temperatures in the 90s, at least stretching for the next 3 days. Best shot rain comes for today on Friday, as well as Saturday. The rainfall amounts don't look all that impressive, so really will not put a dent in the exceptional drought that we're seeing, as well as the wildfire situation that we're seeing burning up north, as well as in the Boundary Waters, but something that we're going to keep an eye on as we head through the next week or so. Kristen?
All right, thank you, Peter, and thanks for joining us. We'll see you at 10.